It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Mano.
Hey.
And now my other guy is here to join us live for our Yee Tea, and AJ Calloway. What's up?
What's up, Angela Yee?
What's up? And now,
Mano,
listen,
what's up?
What's up, my brother? How you feeling?
I'm all right, brother.
Yeah, good to
And
see
I
you,
just
man.
want to give y'all some history as we're getting ready to talk about what's going down for the 2025 BET Awards, shining a light on 106 in Park. When I knew AJ, his name was Albert.
Right,
Lord,
y'all
there you
marched
go.
it.
Really, Angela? Really?
Right.
Really?
Y'all go way back.
Really?
Y'all marched with
Y'all
Dr.
go
King,
to my
right?
Instagram today. I'm going to put up old Angela Yee photos.
But no, we actually know each other from high school. And after that, and some history on AJ is he also used to promote parties when we were younger. And he was roommates with Benny Boom, the director.
Really?
Really?
My
You
God,
went, what
Benny.
is all this tea? Like, really?
Yeah.
I'm just giving
She's
some,
spilling
Oh
it.
my
some
God.
history.
Spilling
Just
the tea.
So we were all, it was actually middle school before high school.
I didn't move
Weren't
to
you in
Jersey
middle
till
school?
no,
Was
I
it
didn't
high
move to
school?
Jersey till 10th grade.
Lord have mercy, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, so same class as, Jennifer
Williams, Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn
Man.
Hill.
Wow.
Same high school as SZA, Rotimi.
Yeah.
So y'all was destined to be famous.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
This is a famous high school.
But yeah, I guess it kind of is.
Angela
Columbia.
T.
But you went to St. Benedict's.
I was Columbia my freshman year, then St. Benedict's the remainder.
So shout out to everybody in New Jersey.
the Jersey
But
crew.
106 in Park is back, and it's 25 years.
It's not back. It's being tributed.
Well, for a
It's
night.
tribute.
For a night.
Yes, for a night it is
For
back.
a night, it's nostalgic.
mercy.
What do we have nowadays, would you say, that is equivalent to a 106 in Park?
You guys, like literally the radio.
You think?
Honestly, I just had the discussion earlier today. There isn't a lot. I mean, on broadcast television, there's nothing. You got to think about it. There's no platform for us like that. I don't think anymore. That's showcasing music talent. And honestly, I said it before. I think it actually affects the music because artists had to come and sit for like 3 segments and talk about their music.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Nobody does that anymore.
Who would you say was the biggest guest you've ever had? Because y'all have had everybody.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Can you believe that? Can you
Remember that.
imagine?
I
Michael
remember
Jackson.
that. I remember when Mike went on.
Yo,
yeah.
it was crazy because we had to submit questions. It was like the first time I was all in because I actually had the same birthday as Michael Jackson. And I'm like a Michael Jackson fan. So submitted 100 questions. They accepted none.
What?
What? Out of 100?
They gave me a question and they gave Free a question. And I had to ask, I think, what was it like to have the #1 record or song in the world again? That was like
That's
That
it.
was your one question.
That was
my
one
one. But he was mad cool.
Yeah,
Playing
yeah.
with
I
Mike.
met him before, but I met him. This was like after 106. It was like a meeting after 106, and then his people were like, he watches the show like every day. I was like,
Yeah.
you got to be kidding me.
And I'll never forget when they announced that, you and Free would not be hosting and how emotional that was.
I announced it.
Yeah, I mean, and that announcement was not emotional just for you, but for everybody, I
Yeah,
think.
no, it was a crazy day.
And
Because I
I-
made the decision that night. Honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's a whole different. If you want to hear more about that, stay tuned for my podcast.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So another announcement.
Out of the park. .life. Go to out of the
Out
park.
of the park.
Out of the park. OUTTATHEPARK.life.
And so after that, you and Free always remain close, though.
Oh, 100%. I was with Free last week. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think what's really amazing, too, is that both of you have gone on to continue in the space of media and do great things.
Yeah.
And so that's important, too, because, sometimes host something ends and it's like, all right,
It was crazy because after 106, I ended up. So while I was at 106, I got the gig at Extra, so I was doing both at the same time, and I went on and co-hosted Extra for 15 years after that. So I had like 20 years of television under my belt. But it was because it was a moment. It was like a surreal moment because I was working for Extra. I was on the red carpet, and Carson Daly walks by, and he was like, "What are you doing on the carpet?" I was like, "I'm working." He was like, "Dude, like I quit TRL because of you. Like, what are you doing? Like, I should be doing more."
Right.
And I was just like, "Man, I'm doing what I got to do."
No, because that's really dope to have that type of history. And for Terrence J and Roxy to come on after you guys, those were hard, big shoes to fill. Did they actually come to you at that time for advice? Because sometimes people try to like keep things separate, and I know sometimes the network may not even necessarily want that.
We were gone, but I did reach out. I know, Free. There's the girls of 106, like, they stay very tight. My advice to Terrence was to utilize it, to use it and don't let it use you.
Right.
And
that was something you learned when you did it too, because
100%.
sometimes you get so wrapped up in doing something,
you're just doing the work.
you don't think about what's after.
No,
Right.
you don't think about
No,
what's
yeah.
next because it's all about now.
Right.
And I think he did that extremely well. I mean,
Right.
he's acting. He's multifaceted
Yeah.
in all the stuff that he does. So he took it to a whole other level.
All right. Well, listen, I just pulled you in here like unsolicited.
Humble.
So yeah, no, it's a 25-year celebration, celebrating 25 years of 106 in Park. We started September 2000.
2000.
September 2000, September 11th, 2000, which was because September 11th was 2001.
Right.
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
horrible.
Right.
Yeah, but it's 25 years. And just to have, I got to give it up to BT, honestly, just to have the wherewithal to decide to celebrate and do a tribute is really beautiful.
No, it was a major staple in the community. Like,
So Buju's going to be there?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people going to be there. There's a lot.
I used
We
to
got
be
a
in
bunch of
prison
performances.
looking at 106 in Park, and that was my
Freestyle
dream.
Fridays.
Everything. I wanted to be there, and I felt like if I get there, I made it. Like, that was a staple in the community. So for them to do 25 years anniversaries, they had to give
It's
us that.
nostalgic for people. You know how many people cut school to go be in the audience?
Oh, yeah.
Kids was like getting caught out there, like
A lot of kids.
a lot
and
of
they get
kids.
caught on camera.
you cut school too?
You cut school?
And they got caught on camera. I was at 106 in Park in the audience. But there's also going to be a reimagining of the Freestyle Friday battle. I see. I'm just telling you what I see from the release. Buju Banton. Also, a star-studded Roots picnic experience at the Hollywood Bowl. And then there's going to be an R&B night with Jagged Edge, Donnell Jones, and more, So I'm looking forward to it. If you had to say your absolute favorite episode when you hosted, I know that's a hard thing to do, but what would you say was a day that was iconic besides Michael Jackson? Because
Janet Jackson?
just the Jacksons, period.
The Jacksons
okay?
all along. No, for me, iconic, probably the groundbreaker was the Janet Jackson moment because that was a live show and it was crazy. But for me, what kind of took it over the edge, and this was at the beginning, they had Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston come out. Like, we were doing a read, and Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston came out and surprised us, and we had zero idea, and it was live.
That's
and
ugly.
they didn't they snuck Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston into the studio without telling us.
That is huge.
Nah, it was crazy.
There is nothing like that today.
It was a
Bobby
real.
and Whitney, and this was
This
in
was
that
yeah. This
era
was
right
in the,
here.
This is when it was Bobby and Whitney.
Yeah.
It was real.
Well, kudos to you. We could tell by your blazer. You still getting to that
stop
money.
I'm trying to get way up. Trying to get way up like Angela Yee.
And lastly, I know you have some other ventures going on too. So if you want to plug those, I heard something about a restaurant. I don't know.
Look at you. Look, Angela.
deep dives.
You get I have my hands in a lot of different things. I have a production company out of the park. I'm sorry, I'm talking about my podcast. I have a production company, Off the Plantation Productions, working on a couple different projects, working on a documentary on 106 in Park, and the podcast. Those are two things I'll tell.
That's the one thing. Okay.
And there is a restaurant. I'm doing some things up in Martha's Vineyard pretty soon.
Okay. All right. Well, we like it. Well, Mano's looking for a wife.
So, come to the vineyard, Mano.
Yeah, so I'm getting married July 26th.
You
It's
are
the
getting
date.
married?
Yeah, the date
He
is
doesn't
set.
have a wife yet, but
Right,
he's
you don't
getting
have a
married.
wife
But
yet.
I
he
don't have a
has
wife yet.
everything
I don't
else
have a wife
planned.
yet, but
So you
everything
need to
else
come
is
to the vineyard on July 1st.
Okay.
And by the 27th, you're going to have
26th.
a wife.
26th.
You'll have a wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And by the
7/26,
27th, you'll have a.
This is
you'll
all
have
I
a-
ever needed.
You'll
That's
have
it.
annulled it.
Was the invite to the vineyard.
Just come on up.
Wow.
That's
Let's
it.
go.
You'll love it.
I'm here.
You
I'm
might
here.
have family there.
You'll
that
have a
you're
lot
like-
of. You'll have a lot of fun. No
Let's do
Tim's.
it.
You're gonna have to like open toe it on the beach. You gonna.
No, we
you
ain't
good?
doing no sandals. We doing all that, man. Sandals on, put the Dior sandals on, toes out, some linen and some jewels on and all
There it
that. Yeah.
No matter what, we're going to be locked in 25 years of 106 in
That's
Park.
right.
Congratulations to you, and thanks for
Thank
stopping
you,
by
thank
and
you.
always
Absolutely love you, girl.
always being cool with me. Love
you.
you too, AJ. All right.
Hey, man. Good to see
Way up.